Since putting out the last video showing the geek mode for the Midi Captain, they've released a new firmware, which is version 4 SuperSetup, one of the modes, one of the many modes available from the Midi Captain. By the way, I'm not associated with Paint Audio in any way, nor endorsed. I just think they've got a great product with a lot of potential and seem to do some good work with the stuff, which I'm not sure if it's a one-man show or a company of guys, but they seem pretty on it actually. So we'll just boot it up, and the new SuperSetup mode has got a great display. It actually tells us something useful, whereas we normally got to rely on the color coding of the banks on the Kemper. Green is bank 4, red is bank 3, and so on. This actually tells you the number. So down here we can see it if I focus in. We've got the bank number, and we've got the slots. So instead of 1 to 5, it's numbered A, B, C, D, E. So as before, on the previous mode, I can choose my bank and then choose my slot, and it's reflected on the buttons across there. I've still got my 3 dB boost for the rig volume increase on there, and reset back to 0 dB on there. That button's still doing nothing, just looks pretty. And yeah, I understand there's some new firmware coming out which is going to interact between the two. Dedicated Kemper firmware, so we can see the rig names over on the screen. How useful that will be, I don't know, because it's a limited and small display. Certainly in a live situation, you're going to be hard pushed to read that, but it could be reassuring for some other people. So there we go, and as before, effects 1's on that button. Tap tempo, delay on and off, and I can see quite clearly which bank and which slot I'm on. So happy days, amongst other information there is. Oh, by the way, I don't know if I pointed out, there's a couple of expression pedal inputs on the back, so you can have your wah and your volume. Although if you configure the Kemper correctly, you can actually do the wah and the volume from the same expression controller. That's not explained in this video, but so when you do some homework and find out. So yeah, so I'm not endorsed. Be nice if I would get a freebie, hint hint. But worth checking out if you're looking for a good MIDI controller, small, compact, to go with your small, compact Kemper player. See you soon.